Hey everyone, it's Duncan Welch, CPA and founder of Duncan Financial Solutions and fractional CFO for construction business owners. Today we're diving into one of the biggest reasons builders lose profit: inaccurate billing. You can be the best at delivering quality projects, but if your bids are off, you're losing profit before the first shovel hits the dirt. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to build precision into your bidding process, eliminate guesswork, and protect your margins. By the end, you'll walk away with a few practical steps you can apply to your next bid. When I review client financials, one of the most common issues I see is inconsistent profit. One job makes money, the next one barely breaks even, and when we dig in, the issue traces back to the bid. A 5 to 10% variance might not sound huge, but on $1 million project, that's $50,000 to $100,000 in lost profit. Accurate bids don't just win more projects, they stabilize cash flow and create predictability. When your numbers are right, you can confidently price projects, manage your margins, and grow with less stress. Let's talk about where bids typically go off track. First, outdated cost data. Labor, material, and subcontractor pricing changes monthly, sometimes weekly. Second, unclear scopes. If your scope isn't airtight, those gaps show up later as change orders or rework. Third, no feedback loop. If you don't compare estimated versus actual job costs, you'll keep repeating the same mistakes. I once worked with a builder who hadn't updated labor production rates since before COVID. Once we corrected that, he recovered over $150,000 in profit in just 3 projects. The earlier you add structure and precision to your bid process, the more control you'll have later. Start by tracking real-time job costs, not just annual summaries. Use those actual numbers to revise your next estimates. Add a small contingency buffer of 2 to 5% depending on project volatility. And don't forget, involve your project managers early. They see production realities every day that estimators might overlook. One client of mine began monthly cost reviews and dropped bid variance from 9% to 3% in 1 quarter, just by tightening the feedback loop. One mistake I see often is using the wrong bidding approach for the wrong type of job. For example, cost plus contracts can work great when the scope isn't fully defined, but they require transparency and strong client trust. Fixed price contracts can be more profitable if your cost tracking is dialed in, but you carry all the risk. And unit price contracts are ideal for repetitive work like paving or site utilities. There's no one size fits all answer. The key is aligning your current method with the project type and your team's strengths. When your bids are precise, you don't just win more, you win better. Focus on projects that align with your strengths and production capacity. Update labor and material rates quarterly, not once a year. Measure your bid to win ratio. It's not about chasing volume, it's about targeting profitable work. One contractor I worked with stopped chasing low margin competitive bids. We built his cost system and targeted his sweet spot: 15% margins instead of 7%. Within 6 months, his annual profit grew by over $420,000. Here's a great example. A two-person estimating team at a commercial firm relied on gut feel and old spreadsheets. We built a standardized bid template, tied it to actual cost data, and required post-job cost reviews. Their average bid variance dropped from 10% to just under 2%. That one change created a $250,000 profit swing without adding any new clients or projects. When we meet for your profit and tax strategy analysis, we'll dig deep into your numbers. We'll identify where your bids leak profit, benchmark your costs, and align your pricing model with your tax strategy. We'll help you refine your bidding system so your estimates, cash flow, and after-tax profit all work together. Most clients see $100,000 or more in additional after-tax profits once their process is optimized. So here's the bottom line. Every dollar lost in a bad bid is a dollar you can't reinvest in your business. Smarter bidding doesn't just increase your profits, it gives you predictability, confidence, and control. If you're ready to start winning jobs profitably and eliminate guesswork, schedule your profit and tax strategy analysis today. We'll go through your current system, your project mix, and identify where you can gain, often by six figures or more. Click the link below and let's make sure every bid you submit moves your business forward. Contact me today with any questions or for my free job costing template. Thank you.